Hey friends. Alright, so last couple of this is a surprise. Okay, last couple of videos we talked about some pretty crazy cool things. First video, we talked about God just being there for you and like when you're afraid, how you can just kind of count on Him and know that He is there and He's with you. And I talked a little bit about the love God has for us and how in our crazy moments of fear, we can rely on Him and we can trust Him because we know that He has sacrificed so much for us and He loves us so much and He will always be there for us. And then in another video, right after that, we talked about like what can we do when we're afraid and like how prayer is kind of that answer. And I wanted to take it a step further and I wanted to talk about what faith really means. So with fear in particular, it's like being afraid, but you're still trusting God. And that takes a lot of faith. And it's not always easy. But I wanted to talk today about kind of, there's some crazy moments in life where we're really afraid. We might be afraid about the health of a family member. You might be fearful of the choices a friend is making. Or you just, something scary might be happening in your life. Maybe you're in traffic and you're afraid you're going to hit a car. Something scary like that. Those are big things, and I feel like we've kind of talked about those a little bit, but I want to take it into a different direction slightly and talk about fear, like escaping the comfort zone. Right now I'm wearing one of my favorite pairs of jeans. They're just so comfortable, and one of my really cool new sweatshirts. It's really comfortable, and sometimes it's nice to be comfortable, but other times we need to kind of escape that comfort zone, And I drew a little diagram. I'm not sure if this will show up backwards, but anyways, let's look at it. So here is your comfort zone. And right here, this is things that are totally worthwhile and awesome. And sometimes there's that sweet spot and then they fit together, they mix, they combine. And that's where we live a lot of the time. We like to be in the comfort zone. We like to do some really cool, awesome things. And that's great. So we like to live here. But sometimes we need to explore this area. We need to step out of our comfort zone and we need to take it further. Because if we don't ever do that, how will we ever know what we can actually accomplish? And I just think it's a shame that some people live their whole life in their comfort zone. They never escape that circle, they never leave. They might be doing some really cool things, but if they don't step outside their comfort zone and challenge themselves, they're missing out on so much, and they may never know what awesome things they're missing out on. And that just makes me kind of sad, because I think if we all just took a little step out, we would see the faith that we put into that and how awesome God is. Because when you step out of your comfort zone and you say, God, I trust you. I don't know what this is going to lead me to, but I'm trusting you right now. You see the strength of God. You see the amazingness of God. You see how awesome He really is. And it's kind of hard to explain until you just do it, but every little step, you learn a little more, you grow a little more, and it's so awesome. And I wanted to kind of paraphrase out of Exodus a little bit. So Moses, pretty cool guy, did a lot of amazing things. But when he was talking to the burning bush, and he was saying, it does say like he was afraid, so he hid his face. He hid his face from God because he was afraid of what would happen. And that is kind of important in the Bible. You see God, it's not really good for your health. But he also, when he was talking to God, God is like, hey man, I chose you. I want you to help me out. Can you do this thing for me? Can you talk to this guy, the Pharaoh guy? And can you be like, let my people go? And Moses is kind of like, well, yeah, but are you sure you want me? Because I'm not really eloquent with my words, I'm not quite the best speaker, and I don't know if you want me. And God was like, I chose you, I'm talking to you right now. Do I make mistakes? No, because He's God, He doesn't make mistakes. And like that. And He's like, I wanted you. But okay, if you're really that afraid, I'll let you have a helper. I'll let you have a buddy. So why don't you have your brother Aaron help you out? And Moses is kind of asking questions, and he's kind of, I trust you, but I'm still really worried about this. And he's like, okay, we'll do it. And they do. And so that, I've always kind of wondered, like, what if Moses would have just been like, all right, God, you know, I don't really feel comfortable with this situation, but I'm going to trust you. I'm going to go all in. I'll go all in for you, and I'll do it. I don't need a helper. It's fine. I got it. And I just wonder, like, how would that have changed the story? I don't know. And I won't know because that's not what happened. But it's just something to think about, and I don't think it's really right or wrong that he had a buddy. I think that's fine because he went in and he did it. He still trusted God, but, you know, he kind of doubted a little bit. And I just think it's important to trust God because those are, like, really important things. When you step out of your comfort zone, you never know, like, how big that thing could turn into, you know? Moses didn't really know at the time that he was going to be taking steps to lead God's people to the promised land. I mean, that was just the beginning of this really cool journey. And so that's just really what I have for you today. I just think if you're trying to step out of a comfort zone or something that you need to work on, you know, like even if, say you're a really good piano player, you're brilliant at the piano, but you have stage fright and you never go on stage and show people how awesome you can play the piano, they'll never know. They'll never know that you can do that. They'll never know how cool it is. And maybe that's what you want, but I think sharing those gifts that you have with the world is so important that it's worth that step because it will put a lot of smiles on people's faces and it'll make a lot of people very happy to hear that beautiful music. So you gotta just take that step and share it. And I have a few Bible verses just to think about as I kind of leave this topic because I want it to be something that you really think about. I want it to be important in your life and I want you to think about it. So Psalms 37:5 is commit everything you do to the Lord, trust him and he will help you. And then I have Joshua chapter 1 verse 9 and it says be strong and courageous for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. And then lastly, be still and know that I am God, and that's Psalm 46:10. And a bonus Bible verse, I'm actually wearing it. This is one that's important in my life just because, you know, I am a female. And it says, God is with her and she will not fall. Or, no, I can't read very well upside down. But it's Psalm 46:5. And I just think that's really cool to me because it's kind of a reminder that God is always with me. And as long as I trust in him, everything's going to be fine. You know, things may not always go my way. But I know that I have faith in God and that he will not let me fall, you know? He's always got me. He's got my back. So that's just, that's it. I'm wrapping up this lesson on faith and fear. But it's been really fun talking to y'all. And I hope that you get something out of this and you think about it and you just have a really cool experience. So bye.